to me, the beef back and forth ended when Drake's bodyguard got shot in front of his house.
Yeah, that's when it went from fun to let's stop this. Because before
Yeah.
that, it was like okay, hip hop, back to back, like you know what I'm saying? That shit,
Mhm.
I think everybody was liking it because it's like that's what hip hop is supposed to be. And then somebody gets shot, and it's like, ah, fuck, here we go.
Right. I remember me and Boosie had a whole conversation about this on camera where it was like, what if Drake's son was outside when this was happening
Yeah,
and Drake's son gets shot and killed? Which, listen, Drake's son is at his house all the time. You see videos and whatever else. What would have, you know, if just by chance his son decides to wander outside and, see what's going on in the street and then boom, the shooting occurs.
yeah,
When you say close to home, this is actually at his home. Now, did Kendrick have anything to do with the shooting? No, I don't think so. My guess has always been that, on one of the songs, I think was it Family Matters, he disses The Weeknd and calls him a druggie and, said that, he pays all these street guys to be around him. My guess is that someone around that situation got pissed off because it's in Toronto and took it upon themselves to do this shooting. That's what I think. I don't have any proof. No one's reached out to me. I just assumed if it's some Toronto shit, it's some Toronto shit. I don't see Kendrick somehow manipulating people in Toronto to do something. Like, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
yeah. Nah, it's probably just somebody, from his own city that is just hating.
Yeah.
Decided to do something that they know would get a lot of attention. But the second somebody gets shot, like that's just not funny anymore. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not something. Before that, it was great. After that, it's like all right. Because imagine if Drake or Kendrick died,
Yeah, like
then
Biggie and Tupac.
then none of it is worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just
And
shows
a
it
lot.
shows you how serious shit can be though, and that's hip hop. Motherfuckers been getting killed since it started, so it's like
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, this is really one of the ugliest battles in hip hop history, if not the ugliest battle. I mean, Kendrick does a whole thing about Drake being a pedophile,
yeah,
which, doesn't seem to be true. Drake accused of one of Kendrick's kids to be not his kid, which doesn't appear to be true either. So there's just a lot of very ugly mudslinging that has nothing to do with the music whatsoever.
right,
It's just gossipy. Like if these guys weren't as rich as they were, there would be lawsuits filed.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you call me a pedophile on a hit record, like yo, I'm suing.
yeah.
Like this is gonna affect my business.
Well, then
Like
you gotta
nobody.
you gotta look at it from another perspective too, right? Is if he's sued, then they're gonna try to capitalize off of the snitch shit even more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because I had somebody drop fake paperwork on me.
Yeah.
Like, prove the whole thing was fake. Like, call the Tampa Police Department. I put it on YouTube. Hey, y'all call TPD and request this fucking document right here. Completely proven it's fake. But now if I sue the motherfucker that dropped it, oh, you snitching, you sue. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do a fuck thing. So it's like, they would have just went with that narrative if he tried to do that, So it's just crazy.
Man, listen, I had a female that was mad at me over a video I posted, and she put up a picture of a naked guy with his legs over his head, with the face fuzzed out, like, oh, this is Vlad. And I'm looking at this picture going, like, this definitely is not me. The guy's got earrings.
Yeah.
First of all, I've never had earrings in my life. You can look at every picture that I've ever done. And I'm like, this isn't me. And I'm like, yo, like, and she's like, okay, I'll say it's not you. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, this just isn't me. But the internet will run with the shit. It'll just run with it. Like it's crazy. And then you think about how you're going to handle it because it's like, okay, if I publicly address it, it's just going to bring more attention to it.
Yeah, there's nothing
So
you
I
can
had
do.
to have the person who posted it publicly address it. So
Yeah.
then when she publicly addressed it, then I hit up a couple of Twitter pages that had posted it and be like, yo, look, she's saying it's fake. Can y'all take this down, please? They're like, yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? And I would have had to start suing people. But yeah, man, it's the internet is ugly. And you got to swim in these waters.
Right.
Well, Boosie, he was really against the whole battle because from his point of view, 95% of the murders that happened in his city in Baton Rouge were over rap beef.
Yeah.
And look, you're in Florida right now. You look at, Fulio and Young and Ace and, all those guys from Jacksonville. A lot of those murders stem from rap beef.
Yeah, I mean, drill kind of made that a category. So it's like a lot of people getting killed over rap beef right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's sad. And I remember I tried to disagree with him, and I started to go down the line of all the famous rap beefs, and he kind of had a point. A lot of the people in these rap beefs, some of them got killed, some of them got shot, violence occurred. You know what I mean? Like, it was every so often, yes, it's just on record, but a lot of times, I would almost say maybe 66% of the time, probably about 2/3, something violent happened.
Yeah.
And maybe 10% of the time, people die. Like the Young Dolph, Yo Gotti situation.
Yeah.
Or Tupac and, and Biggie. Like you see that type of shit occur. And, I mean, he's got a point. He's got a point. Like, if you step into that arena, you have to be prepared to possibly die.